Good morning, everyone. So today we will discuss the organizational effectiveness. So there are four organizational effectiveness. First one is the empathy. Second one is originality, which is being authentic and innovative. Third is integrity, which is doing the right thing. And fourth one is courage. So our values are fundamental to our success. They are the foundation of our company, define who we are, and set us apart from the competition. They underlie our vision of the future, our business strategy, and our decision actions and behaviors. We live by them. They endure. So the first thing we discuss in the four organizational effectiveness is the empathy. So empathy is the ability to emotionally understand what other people feel, see things from their point of view, and imagine yourself in their place. Essentially, it is putting yourself in someone else's position and feeling what they must be feeling. So, empathy is a formal definition. It is the ability to identify and understanding another situations, feelings, and motives. So, they include studies that correlate empathy with increase within the sales, with the performance of the best manager of product development teams, and with enhanced performance in an increasing diverse workforce. So inside the company, empathy helps with management and collaboration by helping to understand the other person's perspective. So putting yourself in someone else's shoes can make it easier to find a compromise between two points of view. So for the example of empathy is, you likely smile and take the trouble to remember people's name. So that's empathy in action. So by giving people your full attention in meetings, being curious about their lives, and being interested. So for example, may kausap kayo ng mga customer, you have to pay attention on whatever he or she is demanding or saying. Why? Kasi pag hindi ka nag-pay attention sa kanyang mga demands, sa kanyang mga request, so walang empathy doon, right? So empathy is like putting yourself into the situation of your customer. So ano dapat ang gagawin? You have to pay attention, listen carefully, and if available yung mga hinihingi niya, sabihin niyo in a polite manners na it is available and ibibigay nyo sa kanya. But, if hindi available, ipaintindi ng mabuti sa customer na hindi available ang kanyang hinihiling. And then, you make another options para sa kanya na hindi madismaya ang isang customer. Okay? Kasi hindi lahat ng customer ay iba-iba. May iba nakakaintindi, ang iba nakakagets kaagad, ang iba hindi nila maiintindihan yun at i-insist nila yung mga gusto nila. So, for us na mga employees na mag-take good care sa ating customer, number one, we will always put lahat ng ginagawa natin is the empathy. Empathy to be in their shoes, or something na we are interested on what they are asking. Okay? So next is the originality. So originality is being authentic and innovative. So number one is the freshness of aspect, design, or style. So the second one is the power of independent thought or constructive imagination. So originality is the aspect of created or invent works by as being new or novel, and thus can be distinguished from reproduction, clones, forgeries, and derivative work. An original work is one not received from others, nor one copied based on the work of the others. So, ibig sabihin, original, being authentic and innovative. So, it is your design, it is your creation, walang pagkakapareho sa ibang mga aspeto, sa lahat ng aspeto, it is yours. Okay? Original. So, but originality is critical for effective leadership because it's necessary stepping stone for innovation, efficiency, growth, and most important, success. Now, more than ever, constant and meaningful innovation is critical to our commercial success. The worldwide business environment is firstly competitive. That is why being original or being authentic and innovative is very, very important, especially that in the business world, all inside the business world is competitive or firstly competitive. So the global trade, instantaneous communications, and ease of market entry are among the forces putting greater pressure on products and brand differentiation. To be successful, it is imperative that we change, we competing in new and different ways that are relevant to the shifting time. So that is being originality, having the originality and being an authentic and innovative. So next, the third one is integrity, doing the right thing. So ethical conduct and social responsibility characterized by our way of doing business. We are honest and trustworthy. We do what we say we are going to do. So integrity means consistently acting according to certain values and moral principles. We have created a number of codes and policies to ensure we do business in an honest and proper manner, in full compliance with all national rules and regulations, to ensure the long-term future of the organization. So it says integrity is the people often define as doing the right thing even when there is no one else is around. It is the ability to act with honesty and be consistent in whatever it is you are doing based on the particular moral values or belief compasses that you have. Alright, integrity, if kahit na walang nakatingin sa inyo o kahit walang tao na nakapalibot sa inyo, it is the right thing to do. Okay, honesty is ang pinaka number one value sa integrity is honesty. Being with or without the boss, kailangan gawin mo ang tama at naaayon sa sarili mo at para sa kapakanan ng organisasyon. Alright, may mga tao naman na ang integrity is nandyan if nandyan din yung boss. So it is called what we call in Tagalog, pasipsip. Pero pag wala ang mga boss, wala, hayaan mo sila. Wala naman yung boss, wala naman nagtingin eh. So it means wala silang integrity talaga sa sarili nila. Ipokrito ang tawag sa kalat, ipokrita na tipong nagpapakita lang ng magandang performance if the boss is around. But when they are not around, wala, balahura lang sa work. So another thing or example for integrity. Okay, when we talk about integrity, it is all about then honesty, no? Honesty or honest, being honest sa inside the organization. Okay. Ginamit mo ang cellphone ng kumpanya at alam mo para yun sa kumpanya. At yung cellphone na yun ay kailangan lang gamitin inside sa kumpanya or sa organization. Ngayon, ang ginawa mo, tinawag mo para sa nanay at tatay mo at sa mga kapatid mo sa ibang lugar. So, do you think honest ka? Hindi, you are already cheating because you are using another property. It's not your property and you are using another property and it is from the company's property. So malamang yung load na pang ng tawag mo, binayaran yun ng kumpanya. Okay, ngayon nahuli ka ngayon ng iyong manager or iyong boss. Tinanong ka, Juan, ginamit mo ba yung cellphone na pangtawag nakaraan sa nanay at tatay mo? Kasi minsan natitrace yan eh. Especially when you are a postpaid na mga numbers or mga cellphones, matitrace yan kung kanino nagtawag, kung nagtawag ba sa mga pamilya, kung niload ba nila, or tipong ninanakawan na nila ng load. So, makikita doon. So, in order to gain back the integrity that you have, so you will say, yes boss, kasi may biglang emergency, napatawag ako sa kanila na nagamit ko yung cellphone, at the same time, naubusan din ako ng load. So, there are certain excuses in every situation, although mali ang paraan na ginamit ni Juan, pero it is still an excuse because inside the company, in the business ethics, no one is good. Or we are not always as good. Okay? Because we are only human beings. Now, if ganun ka ka-honest na tinanong ka ng boss mo in regards sa pagkakamali mo, you gain the integrity because there is an honesty. Alright? So next, the last one is the courage, standing up for what we believe. So courage matters for ordinary employees and leaders. For basic employee, it could mean showing the courage to speak up when you see something is going wrong. Which is, ang ibang mga employee, walang ganun sa kanila na tipong kinikim-kim na lang nila kung ano ang nasa sa lobby nila. It is because of fear. Takot sila mawala ng trabaho. Takot sila kahit na may nakikita na silang pagkakamali. Takot sila na baka sila ang tirahin in the near future. So it takes courage to be great. Courage is the willingness to challenge hierarchy, accepted practices, and conventional wisdom. Courage includes truth-telling and acting resolutely on our beliefs. It means standing by your own conviction. Alright. Another example for courage. Nakita mo yung boss mo na may ginagawang mali. Or let's say, yung supervisor mo is palaging late. Ngayon, tinanong siya ng boss mo o ng pinaka-boss na, late ka ba ng nakarang linggo? Then, dineclare niya na hindi siya late. So, para sa'yo as an employee, pero hindi ka naman kasing kapantay ng supervisor, pero nakikita mong mali kasi unfair sa inyong mga employee na pumapasok ng maaga para sa kumpanya, para sa kinakaunlad ng kumpanya, at para sa kinakaunlad ng sarili. Ngayon, nag-speak up ka sa boss mo ng totoo. Na boss, si supervisor hindi pumapasok yan ng maaga, late talaga yan siya palagi. So it is called courage. As long as totoo ang sinasabi mo, meron kang sapat na ebidensya and you speak for everybody na ang pinaglalaban mo is naaayon sa lahat at alam mo na ito ay tama, then speak for it, stand for it, and that is courage, which is standing up for what we believe, especially when that belief is good for other people, not only in yourself, but it is good for everybody. Alright. So this is the criteria for organizational effectiveness. So number 1 criteria is equality. So quality is the most important criteria for organizational effectiveness. It involves meeting customers' needs and expectation. So when we talk about quality, kung ano ang this is the quality na tipong katumbas sa binayaran din nila. Of course, if mahal ang isang item, dapat ang quality din nun is high-end. Now, pag mura naman ang isang item, do you think mag-i-expect ang mga customer na high-end din ang ibibigay sa kanila? There might be some other customer expected na high quality kahit ang binayaran nila is very low quality. Kasi nga, palagi nilang iniisip o dinidiman na lahat na nakikita sa picture ay kailangan iserve yun sa kanila. But, always be sure that we have what we call the TQM or the Total Quality Management, and has become a popular concept in building quality for effectiveness, especially sa mga consumer na nagbabayad talaga sila ng malaki at mahal, looking for that yung ini-expect nilang quality na para sa kanila. Okay? So, for example, si Pedro, nag-purchase siya kay Lazada na t-shirt na halagang 100 pesos. So, that t-shirt, ang quality is yung literal na halagang 100 pesos. Now, si Juan naman, nag-purchase sa kay Lazada na halagang 1,500 na t-shirt. So, expected ni Juan na ang darating sa kanya na item is 1,500 na halaga na t-shirt, na quality ng t-shirt. Of course, especially when we talk about sa mga food naman, sa mga pagkain, tingnan nyo yung McDonald's, Jollibee. When we talk about McDonald's, Jollibee, pare-pareho, pantay-pantay. When what you pay is what you get and what you eat. For example, nagbili ka ng Yum Burger na halagang 50 pesos. Do you think ang isi-serve ng cashier sa'yo is Big Mac or champ na yung malaki na burger? No. Ang isi-serve sa'yo yung halaga din ng magkano binayaran mo. Alright? So, if binayaran mo yung halaga ng Big Champ or yung malaking burger, malamang yun din ang isi-serve sa'yo. It is check the quality. Alright. Next is the productivity. It reflects the relationship between inputs and outputs. Among the productivity measurements are market share, number of customers served, profit, and sales. So, dito makikita if you have productivity, dito makikita if you have development or progress in regard sa mga binibenta mo. Okay? So, kung ang productivity mo is mabagal, ibig sabihin, mahina din yung bentahan mo. So, pag sa labas ng market is malakas ang bentahan mo, dapat yung inputs mo din mabilis. Okay? Kasi kung ang inputs mo is mabagal, then yung output mo is mabagal din. Alright? So, for example, ang binibenta mong tinapay is masarap. Nagustuhan ngayon ng masa. Masarap at mura. Pero mabagal kang gumawa ng tinapay. So, imbis na makabenta ka ng marami or yung target mo na marami is hindi mo na-meet, malamang yung inputs mo is mabagal. And it is also, nagko-connecta yun sa outputs. Marami sa nang bibili, kaso mabagal ang serbisyo, mabagal ang paggawa ng tinapay. So, dito din ma-identify if mabenta ang isang produkto or item. Next is efficiency. It is the ratio of outputs and inputs, and it focuses on the process of generating maximum outputs over minimum outputs. So, being efficient in your day-to-day inside the operation helps you improve your productivity, increases your production output, and can eliminate time-consuming admin tasks. So, efficiency is all about minimizing the time and maximizing the production of every item or products inside the organization or the business. So, it may also mean that you don't need to rely so heavily on external suppliers, expensive machinery, or even stopgap employee. So, efficiency is the measurable ability to avoid waste materials or wasting materials, energy, effort, money, time, and doing something or in producing a desired result. So, in more general sense, it is the ability to do the things well, successfully, and without waste. Alright, let's move on to satisfaction. So, is the extent to which the organization can meet the needs of its employee. So, it is the measure through the following: employee turnover and absenteeism. So, makikita mo dito sa satisfaction na ang every employee mo is satisfied sa kanilang work. No. It is because kasi meron niyang every data yung mga supervisor and managers ng mga absents, late, nag-awol. So, tinitingnan nila yan, no, kung saan ang mas marami. If marami ang employee nag-aawol o aalis ng trabaho nang hindi nagpaalam, wala silang satisfaction sa kanilang trabaho. Hindi sila masaya. It's either kulang ang sweldo, pagod na sila, o tipong hindi nababayaran yung mga overtime, o kulang sa health benefits. So, walang satisfaction ang nangyayari pag ang isang tao ay walang satisfaction sa trabaho, walang halong pagmamahal yun. At yung tipong balahura na lang sila na mag-work, na tipong, tapusin ko na lang to ngayong buwan na to para makasweldo. Pag sweldo, alis na ako. Bahala na kayo dyan. So, walang satisfaction yung employee. If there is no satisfaction, no happiness, then there is no love ang mga ginagawa ng employee. Okay? Kaya maraming nag-absent, maraming nag-late, kasi minsan yung mindset ng mga tao, especially when they are not satisfied, when they are unsatisfied, especially sa attitude ng mga boss, especially sa rules and regulation na pinatupad inside the organization, sila yung mga tipong, mag-absent muna ako ngayon. Yan sila. Hindi rin naman maganda yung pagpapatakbo. O tipo, malate lang ako, bahala sila dyan. Sila na lang ang malate nga minsan. So, there is no satisfaction in that. There is no happiness and there is no love. Alright, next, development. So, development is the ability to increase organizational capacity by dealing effectively with environmental demand, such as increasing in training programs. So, especially mabilis ang magpakita ng development if there are increasing in training programs. So, number one, or perfect example of this is yung previous work ko. Okay, I work at Saitel, which is under the Caesars Palace, which is hotels and casino. So, si Caesars nung way back na employed ako ni Saitel is opening pa lang sila na account, which is isa kami sa first wave. Of course, isa kami sa first wave. Nag-training kami sa pinakauna din nilang lugar, Atlantic City. So, after 1 month of training, after 1 month na OJT on field, nag-train agad kami sa Las Vegas. And then, the second batch, nag-train agad sila ng second batch, nag-train sila silang pumalit sa amin sa Atlantic City. And then, pagka-train namin ng Las Vegas, 2 weeks lang nag-universal agent kami. And yung second batch, naging Las Vegas. Then, the third batch, yun yung nag-Atlantic City. Yung time na namin na tipong kami na yung mga mag-supervise sa mga second batch, the second batch will be the universal agent. And then, the third batch is nag-Las Vegas. The fourth batch is nag-Atlantic City. So, as you can see, sunod-sunod ang training, sunod-sunod ang program shiftings. So, there is a development inside the company, as you can see. So, kasi dumadami yung employees, dumadami ang demands, dumadami ang kailangan, it is because may development, may progress. Doon mo ma-identify sa mga trainings, programs, sa environmental demand, o mga kailangan pang gawin. So, that is development. Next is adaptiveness. It is the ability of the organization to respond to internal and external changes. So as an employee, or an employee ka ba, boss ka ba, or whatever you are inside the organization or in the business, you have to be very flexible. You have to adapt the culture, the tradition of everyone, even if the other people is very unique. So every individual is very unique. So kailangan natin i-adapt yun and respetuhin yun. That is the effectiveness of adaptiveness. Next is the goal approach. So the oldest and the most widely used approach to measure effectiveness, and it assumes that organization exists for a purpose. Because pag walang purpose ang isang organization, walang goal, then but then again, kung walang goal, walang objective, walang plano at walang development in the near future. So in general, ito ang goal approach. It's not only on the business sector, but also in the education, in the health, and even in our government, and even in the other sector inside the government or sa sarili mo. Okay? If may goal ka, of course, syempre, kailangan mo mag-focus sa goal mo. Kasi nga, yun yung objective mo. Yun yung gusto mong mangyari. So, you are leading your way na tipong ang goal mo yung target mo. Kasi, doon mo makikita na may success ka, may progress ka kung na-hit mo yung goal. And goal approach is the oldest and most widely used for everybody, which is in general form yun. Alright. So the next one, the last one, is the system theory approach. It emphasizes that manager must deal with the internal and external aspect of organizational behavior. So lahat ng mga manager, kailangan nilang i-deal ang mga behavior ng mga employees nila. Not only the employees, but also the in and outs of everything inside the organization. Kailangan nilang i-evaluate at the end of the day. Kailangan nilang i-assess every now and then ang mga employee. I-guide nila, bigyan nila ng discipline, or yung tipong bigyan nila yung award, yung mga obey na mga employee. Yung mga hindi naman obey na mga employee, yung medyo pasaway kasi parang nawawala na ng satisfaction, yun yung i-guide nila, yun yung hihubogin na naman nila, unti-unti na bumalik ulit sa company. Alright. So that's it for today. I hope you learned something from me today. I hope you stay well and stay safe. If you have questions, clarifications, and violent reaction for this topic, you may raise it on our next discussion on Google Meet. I hope to see you guys soon and stay well and stay safe. Bye-bye.